In other news today, the United States continues to turn a blind eye to our ally Saudi Arabia, who, reminder, is also the largest sponsor of terrorism. Now, this time we are protecting them from saying that their country is using children soldiers in their wars, like we see in Yemen. That's right, the United States is protecting a terrorist nation that uses children in their wars, like the Saudi backed and US backed Yemen war. Now, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has blocked the inclusion of Saudi Arabia on a U.S. list of countries that recruit child soldiers, dismissing his experts' findings that a Saudi-led coalition has been using underage fighters in Yemen's civil war. We're going against experts here. Now, according to four people familiar with the matter, that is. Now, the decision, which drew immediate criticism from human rights activists and a top Democratic lawmaker, could prompt new accusations that the United States President Donald Trump's administration is prioritizing security and economic interests in relations with oil-rich Saudi Arabia, a major U.S. ally and arms customer. As we know, they get about an $800 billion arms deal each year. Now, Pompeo's move followed unusually intense internal debate. It comes amid heightened tensions between the United States and Iran, the Saudis' bitter regional rival. Now, the State Department experts recommend adding Saudi Arabia to the soon-to-be-released list, which is based in part on news reports and human rights groups' assessments that the Desert Kingdom has hired child fighters from Sudan to fight for the United States-backed coalition in Yemen, the four sources said in their report. So, going on, the experts' recommendation faced resistance from some other State Department officials who, according to three other sources, argued that it was not clear whether the Sudanese forces were under the control of Sudanese officers or directed by the Saudi-led coalition. So we're trying to dodge around here like normal. A New York Times report in December cited Sudanese fighters saying their Saudi and United Arab Emirates commanders directed them at a safe distance from the fighting against the coalition foes. Now, Iran-aligned Houthi militias, the allegations of recruiting children soldiers are completely incorrect and are not based on any evidence or factual findings, said the Colonel Turki al-Maki, a spokeswoman for the Saudi-led coalition. So, was he going to come out and say it? Now, he instead accused the Saudi foes of using child fighters in Yemen, not Saudi, their enemies. Pompeo rejected the recommendation from experts who are the State Department's Anti-Human Trafficking Office, said the four sources who spoke on condition of anonymity to protect themselves. Now, the office has a key role in investigating the use of child soldiers worldwide. Now, the United States condemns the unlawful recruitment and use of child soldiers. We place great importance on ending the practice whenever and wherever it occurs, a State Department official said in response to Reuters' questions surrounding this topic. Now, the official, however, did not specifically address the Saudi decision or whether any consideration was given to Riyadh's security ties to Washington. Instead of adding Saudi Arabia to the list, Sudan will be reinstated after being removed last year, three of the sources told the reporters. Now, a spokesman for Sudan's Parliamentary Rapid Support Forces, which has also contributed to fighters to the Yemen war, said that the force is affiliated with Sudan's military. Based on Sudanese laws, it does not recruit minors, he said. He did not directly respond to a question on who controlled Sudanese forces in Yemen, however, when that question came up. Now, the UAE government did not respond to a request for a comment as well in regards to the children soldiers. The child soldiers list will be part of the State Department's annual Global Trafficking in Persons report, which is due to be released Thursday in a ceremony that will be led by Pompeo as well as Ivanka Trump. So it should be interesting to see where that goes. Again, we're just continuing to turn a blind eye on anything and everything Saudi Arabia does and any of the people they are arming. Because, again, I've gone over this in previous videos. I've pulled up articles from there. We've done a podcast about it, talking about how Saudi Arabia arms Al-Qaeda and many other terrorist organizations that we claim to be fighting. How can we be fighting a war on terror when we are doing $800 billion arms deals with the largest supporter of terrorism in the Middle East, while they are also using child soldiers, and we're turning a blind eye to that? So, what's our foreign policy? Who the fuck knows? That's all for this video. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed what I talked about. Now, if you'd like to support the show, well, just remember you can visit the Patreon link below in the description and become a $3 or $5 monthly donor to the channel. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, this has been your Daily Ember.